Hello, and welcome to the first annual Vinoshipper Summit. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will have our Q&A box open for the duration of the summit today. Please enter any questions you may have directly into the Q&A box at the bottom of your Zoom screen, and we will either answer them there or we will also leave time at the end to answer questions live. We will be publishing the summit and emailing a copy to all registrants. And I am honored to introduce the CEO of Vinoshipper, Stephen Harrison, as our first presenter.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Melissa. Hey, and thank you, everybody, for joining us today. This is our first annual presentation of all the things that we've been up to, and giving some insight as to what we've got coming as well. But first of all, I'd like to thank all of you as clients of ours, and also our team that actually support you, who many of them are on today, listening in as well. I get asked quite a bit, like, why did we even start this business? Having been around for 19 years now, our big uh, key to start the business was many small producers local to us asking us, how to solve a problem around compliance. That's what we set about doing. We wanted to solve it from a business perspective. So it was not just another e-commerce platform. We wanted to solve the real business problems. The way we went about that was to create a platform that was based upon compliance. It was, as we saw, that was the most important aspect of the business. And then building tools on top of that with the goal of simply having it so our clients could plug in a shopping cart, take transactions, not have to do anything else with it, but then it process, then get the actual shipping label or go to fulfillment and be done with it. There was somebody who told me at the time, if data is in two places, one of them is wrong. And so we took that to heart. And so by capturing the data from the purchase to the shipping and nobody else having to interfere with it, we felt that that was good. And we also wanted to, focusing on those small producers that we started out working with. We wanted to make it super simple. So they didn't have to go out and get a separate shipping account. They didn't have to get a separate processor. They didn't have to get separate tax tables and compliance. It would just all be in one place. And that goal continues to be our way. What we're focusing on has been the small and medium-sized producers, that really we wanted to give an enterprise level platform to them. And we feel that we've done that. What has been fantastic is over the years, much of our development has come from the ideas of our clients. We listen a lot. Sometimes you send in questions or comments, and they're not instantly responded to in terms of falling into the platform, but we record everything and we go from there. For that, we thank you as well. And you'll continue to see your suggestions actually implemented into the platform. In terms of our spread, well over 3,000 producers around the country use the Vinoshipper platform. And it's 95% of it comes from referrals from our clients. And for that, we thank you as well. At that, I'm going to talk a little bit later about things that are coming. But in the interim, I'm just going to pass back to Melissa, who's sort of going to start us off through some updates of what's happened for the year. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you so much for that, Stephen. I will pass my glass here to Taylor Harrison, and he will take it from here.
Thank you, Stephen and Melissa. I'll take the baton from there, or the glass of wine. Hi, everyone. I'm Taylor Harrison. I work in data and growth at Vinoshipper. Before we dive in, I just want to say thank you for joining. Everything I'm about to share comes from your work, your sales, your growth. This is just putting it down onto an exciting format for everyone to see. Let's take a look. When you look at today's map of Vinoshipper, it's pretty incredible. Wine from Maine ends up in Alaska. People in Hawaii are ordering products from Maine, and every state in between is sharing products with customers that are interested in buying, you know, new and interesting products from producers throughout the nation. Um, I'll just let this map sit here for a second. It's just incredible to watch. These products are just moving all over the place. And this is a testament to you and connecting with customers that turning one-time visitors into lifetime buyers through our clubs, or just capturing the attention of buyers through the e-commerce platform and being able to ship to them where you're able to. So this is just a testament to all the wineries out there connecting with customers and finding them from outside of their regions. So I'll move on and to the largest exporter. That's California. California is the largest producer of wine in the nation, and it's also the largest net exporter through Vinoshipper. So California shipments are reaching the majority of states, and it's the most wine that's moving out of state by actual volume. Florida, on the other hand, they buy a lot of wine from out of state. So there are wines being made in Florida, and they are excellent. I have tried a few, but Florida people like to buy from out of state. So Oregon, Washington, California, New York, again, Maine, Hawaii, Alaska, those products are all ending up in Florida. Um, when? Well, we have a couple top days for e-commerce, and they're coming up. So within about a month's time, it is the massive e-commerce window, which we like to think is the week before Thanksgiving to the week before Christmas. So these are the top days for e-commerce that we've seen so far. November 20th, it's about a week before Thanksgiving. That's when people are stocking up. They're sending cases to their friends and family. They may be sending cases to their uh, to relatives that they're going to go visit, and they want to choose the wine. I don't blame them. Black Friday and Cyber Monday, two traditional retail sales days, those exist in the beverage alcohol space as well. And you can't forget about the week before Christmas. Christmas, the holidays, it's time to come together, and that always points to having a few drinks with the family. So that week before Christmas, a lot of the time people are getting orders out the door and making sure they have everything they want for when the big holiday season comes through. That includes New Year's as well. Now, speaking of clubs, we launched custom clubs in 2020 and it was a hit. So, since the first year that we launched it, more volume goes through our custom clubs than it does through our standard clubs. And this chart shows just that. So, well, actually, I take that back. This chart not only shows the volume, but it's going to show the average order value. So the average order value of a custom club is greater than that of a non-custom club shipment. That just points to customers want the flexibility. They like to choose what they would like. And that's also going to lead to less churn and longer tenor of customers in your clubs. It's just giving them the flexibility to choose what they'd like. Sometimes they might want to skip a club, but that next club, they might add a half case of something that they really enjoyed on their prior visit to your winery. So custom clubs is a great tool. And if you're not using it, it's very simple to do. You can turn it on for your next release and just add a few products and see how your results are as well. Vinoshipper has come pretty far, and I'd say we're now the largest supplier of beverage alcohol products in the country. There's 55,000 different beverage alcohol SKUs on the platform. I looked up, it was enough to cover 1 1/3 football fields. It would share the same acreage as 2,800 vines. And if you walked by one product a second, it would take you nearly 14 hours to walk by all the products on the platform. If you go down to your local Total Wine or your local retailer, triple that. That's how big of the warehouse would be to have to store all the Vinoshipper products. And that doesn't even take into account all the inventory. So that's a testament to everyone on the platform creating those new products, creating experimental things, and just sharing those with customers, as you saw, all around the nation. It's together that we're growing this industry. Customers are finding new products, they are joining clubs, they're trying new things out, and that's all a testament to the wineries out there. So we thank you for giving the customers in the US just the greatest access to products out there. So at Vinoshipper, you can see that we definitely like data. Coming up, we have our end of year report, and starting last year, we complemented that with a survey. So keep an eye out because in the next couple weeks, a survey will be coming out asking you a few questions about your winery, what you're seeing in the market, difficulties that you're going through, any challenges or any opportunities, and then sharing that with us so that we can combine that with our data and share that with the industry. We saw it was a really helpful tool last year, and we got a lot of great support, and we just love that great support again. It's going to complement our end of year report, which comes out in January every year. So that's data. That's it from me. I'm going to pass this off to Jen, and thank you everyone again for joining today.
Thanks, Taylor. Hi, everyone. I'm Jen, and I'm happy to be here today to talk about what a transformative year it's been for the Vinoshipper platform. Over the past year, we've been focused on modernizing our interface, giving our platform a fresh look that not only feels more intuitive, but supports deeper functionality. Underneath this new design is a powerful structural change. I'm proud to highlight our new tax classification system. We've rebuilt our entire tax engine to automatically handle taxation by product into the location it's sold, down to the 9-digit zip code. We're the only wine software with this advanced taxation built in, which not only puts us top of the class for taxes, it also advances our compliance engine, improves financial reporting, and unlocks other advanced features. Once we strengthened the system behind the scenes, our next focus was on the part our users touch every day, the product creation form and the product list. The sleek new interface brings simplicity to user workflows, from creating new products to updating inventory, making the whole process more efficient. The new product creation UI allows for more advanced product categorization and flexible box packing configurations. Behind the scenes, our automatic tax compliance system makes managing taxable and non-taxable products easier than ever. Our platform intelligently recognizes tax requirements based on each product type and state, ensuring accuracy and compliance. Alongside that, we've refined the discount and fee structure, meaning you could apply different discount rates and fees to different product categories. For example, you could give club members 20% off alcohol products while they pay full price for merchandise. Now that discounts and products are easier to manage, the next step is understanding how they perform, which brings me to reporting. The additional product categorization allows us to enhance financial reporting by splitting into product types. We've introduced new reports, including cash sales, tips reports, and the sales summary report, which can be filtered by cart type, product type, customer type, and more. We've also added the club enrollment report, a powerful new feature that lets you see exactly which team members are responsible for each club sign-up, helping you recognize contributions and identify opportunities for growth. Now, the next waves of updates are already in development, and I'll give you a sneak peek at what's on the horizon. One of the most anticipated new features is multi-location inventory. This will give producers and partners the ability to manage inventory across multiple facilities or warehouses, with clear visibility into what's available and where. Then tags. With tags, you can label products or customers for quick groupings that you can control. These tags will also flow into your connected email marketing software, so you can market to those targeted groups. These tag categories are custom and can be applied to any group, from friends and family to Vino fans to dog lovers. And finally, historical imports, a feature that allows you to bring past sales into the platform. This means you can maintain continuity when migrating from legacy systems, perform accurate year-over-year comparisons, and keep a complete record of your operations, all in one place. We've dedicated a lot of work this past year to strengthening our core systems and delivering tools that make user workflows more efficient. And I haven't even mentioned one of our most exciting updates. Next up, Matt will walk you through our new POS experience. Cheers.
Thanks, Jen. And hi, everyone. I'm Matt, our mobile apps lead, and I'm excited to show off some of the features we brought to the POS this year. From the beginning, the goal's been simple: build a POS that works the way that wineries do. When we first started, we didn't realize just how big of a need it really was. Over time, we've learned a lot: how tasting rooms run, how teams juggle guests, orders, and compliance, and what slows them down when things get busy. That learning has shaped everything we've built this year. Perhaps most of all, POS 2.0, which launched this summer, but more on that in a moment. If you're not familiar, most generic POS systems don't care about compliance. That means a bunch of manual steps, extra checks, and duplicate work every time you make a sale. We built our compliance engine right into the POS process, so those details take care of themselves. It's one less thing to think about. We also added automatic club member recognition, so your team immediately sees when someone's a member, their discounts, open orders, everything, without searching through menus or jumping between systems. The goal is to have the POS feel like part of your team instead of something that you have to manage. So, what did we do this year? First up, card saving. We brought card saving to the POS, and this makes a big difference for returning guests. Checkouts are faster, and staff can keep their attention on people instead of trying to type in numbers again and again. Cards are added to the customer profile, allowing easy checkout for future transactions. Card saving also complements the ID scan feature, so you can quickly add a new customer to the CRM, then save their payment method, getting them up and running with a new club membership in just a few taps. Next, shipping estimates. We built real-time shipping estimates right into checkout. No switching to desktop, no guesswork. Staff can give an answer on the spot and move right on to the next customer. If a customer's already selected in the cart, estimates automatically use the selected shipping address or UPS access point if one exists. Also this year, we improved cart level control so you can comp or adjust items individually. Product pricing can be adjusted on the fly by permitted team members or comped at the line level, allowing a single product SKU with different prices to be added to the same cart. It's perfect for mixed tastings or special situations where you need a little extra flexibility. And tasting room sales aren't one size fits all, so we continue to build our POS accordingly. We can add a tasting to the cart, then a few bottles. Let's say we want to comp a second tasting. We can do that with a simple tap. If we want to add another bottle to the cart with a custom price, we can do that. Edit the price for just one bottle of the SKU without impacting the items that have already been added to that cart. And the big one, tabs, which is at the core of POS 2.0. Tabs enables a whole new set of workflows. You can run multiple carts at once, start a tasting, save it to a tab, open another, come back later without losing your place. You can save a tab with notes or a payment method, pick it up from another device, or hand it off to a teammate in the middle of service. Tabs makes the POS significantly more powerful. Built for constant motion, handoffs, and teamwork that happens in a real tasting room. We can open a tab and keep it open for editing, or we can add items to the cart and then drop them into the existing tab from there. If a customer wants to open a new tab with a card, we can easily open one up and add the card. When checking out, the tab's card will be selected automatically. The most recent addition to the POS is the order list, which released this week. The order list makes it easy to see the orders placed on the current device, allowing team members to quickly review recent transactions. Select an order to view its details. If it's a guest customer, you'll notice a new button, Email Receipt. By simply adding a name and an email, a receipt is sent, but more importantly, we've now associated this order with a brand new customer profile, which was automatically created. The order list isn't limited to orders on the current device only. In fact, you can now view and manage your full list of orders across the Vinoshipper platform right on the POS. We can use filters to find specific orders. For example, we can view all open pickup orders in just a few taps, and we can manage these orders just as easily. Cancel the order or shipping label, set a hold date, or in this example, mark it as picked up. We can also filter orders by specific date ranges, filter by guest customers, or search for a specific order using order number or last four digits of the payment card. Whether you need to quickly check a recent sale or deep dive into order management, The POS can help you get the info you need in a few taps. We also added a bunch of smaller but really useful improvements. Expanded support for automatic custom discounts, catalog customization so you can decide which products appear on the POS and in what order, faster cart updates that keep up during rush hours, and per user permissions for pricing overrides. They're not major changes, but they make everyday use feel smoother and more dependable. In this example, we can see how we might set up catalogs to make things easy for team members in the tasting room. Most of the updates we've shipped this year came straight from many of you. Every time someone said, it'd be great if the POS could do this, we've been listening. And we'll continue to listen, learn, and find ways to make the work that you do easier. So thank you. Now I'll hand it off to Paul to talk about what's new in compliance and fulfillment.
Thanks, Matt. My name is Paul Swigger, and I work on our business development team here at Vinoshipper. It's been a great year at Vinoshipper, and we continue to expand and improve on what we can offer to our clients. I'm excited to share with you two of our solutions that we've expanded over the past year in the aim to simplify and streamline some of the most complex aspects of selling alcohol nationwide. The first is Vinoshipper's compliance management services. We aim to transform the way wineries handle the most time-consuming and often frustrating part of DTC sales, which is state compliance. We see a need for a solution that works to simplify compliance and provide a service that is different from some of the legacy solutions that have been available to the alcohol industry. Through our native Vinoshipper platform or some of our integration partners like C7, Orderport, and Shopify, Vinoshipper syncs your order data directly into our compliance engine. No double entry, no more spreadsheets, no more manual uploads, ideally saving you and your team some time. Through our experienced and dedicated compliance team, we can support many aspects of the compliance burden that most teams face, allowing you to focus on what's most important, making great products, and creating a great guest experience. We truly take a consultative approach into looking into your current compliance process and how to find solutions to simplify your reporting. Through our managed compliance services, we include a variety of needs: new state license obtainment, reporting, license management and renewals, and brand registration, and of course, our compliance checks. Our compliance checks include age verification, dry counties, volume limits, and through our newly released sales taxonomy, we're able to provide an incredibly accurate sales tax calculation using ZIP +4 down to the jurisdictional level. And that includes all product categories from food, merchandise, and of course, alcohol, which we solve through our compliance engine that's truly at the core of our business. Being a marketplace facilitator as well in over 39 states, we're able to easily assist in remitting sales tax to the states for orders that pass through the Vinoshipper platform, and that assists in further simplifying your state reporting requirements. Our platform itself offers full visibility of tax reporting documents in real time state by state, making it easy for your team members to see what reporting data they need by logging in, going to reports, and pulling what necessary reports your team may need. The second aspect of our business that we've really expanded on over the past year is our fulfillment partners. We now integrate with over 13 different fulfillment warehouses across the United States. And a special thanks is due to all of those new fulfillment partners that have worked with us over the past year to make that integration possible. This enables our clients to work seamlessly with our platform or other integration partners and their fulfillment warehouse, streamlining the process for order placement and, of course, shipping. Your data flows from Vinoshipper and onto your fulfillment partner you work with, and all tracking information, once the package begins its journey to your consumer, flows back into Vinoshipper and is available for you to take a look at. Vinoshipper continues to expand our partnerships and integrations, and Terra will be discussing that next. Cheers.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Hey guys, this is Terra Jane, and I am here today to talk to you about our partnerships and integrations. We have added several new partners to our platform this year, and we have more in line for next year. So today I'm just going to give you a quick overview, what we've got running today, and also what's on the horizon. Our goal with these partnerships is to make the platform a more complete system for our producers by connecting with email marketing, SMS, and reservations. So basically, I've split these integrations into two buckets. We have the marketing and operations side of things, and then we have the e-commerce platforms. Let's dive into both. Block 55 is our reservation partner. This reservation software is built specifically for wineries. There is a simple widget that you can embed onto your website, and guests can book experiences or purchase event tickets. This software has table management. So if you have complex ways of seating, you can design your table management to reflect how long you expect a guest to last based on the experience that they're having. There's also a Google Calendar sync, which is great to be able to manage your time and block times off that your reservations are not available. And you also have the option to create custom follow-ups. So you can reach out to your customers after they've been at your place and see how they enjoyed their time there. This integration also allows Block 55 software to recognize your club members. So when a club member goes online to purchase a ticket or to create a reservation for an experience, if you give them special pricing or you give them exclusive offers, it will recognize the Vinoshipper club member, and then the reservation or event purchase flows into Vinoshipper. So you'll be able to track their purchases in Vinoshipper as well. We're planning to develop this integration even deeper this year, but this is one that I'm particularly excited about. Next up, we have Vintner Active. Vintner Active is the company that manages the integration with Simple Texting. Simple Texting is a software that allows you to send SMS messages to your club members and to your customers that are opted in. If you are not texting your customers currently, I feel like there's a lot of money being left on the table. It's one of the most powerful marketing tools that we have right now. There's an easy setup, and then you can text your club members. You can let them know that there is a release that's ready for customization, or let them know that their package is on the way. You can also text opt-in customers for follow-up for marketing, and you can segment based on purchase history or tags, flags, and any other relevant data points that they pull in. This is a really nice way to create deeper connections, and it also leads to better retention and higher lifetime values from your customers. Next up, we have MailChimp. MailChimp is one of the leading email service providers that's out there right now, and we connect all of our major data points about a customer through our MailChimp integration. Customers are automatically added to MailChimp, and then they're also added to groups by club membership or past club membership. All of their orders are synced automatically, and all products that you add are also synced automatically. This is really a best-in-class tool and one of our flagship partners that we use for email marketing, and we will also be continuing to build this integration out in 2026. Coming up in 2026, we have a lot of exciting partnerships on the horizon. These are all partners that are building integrations with us, and they all are in a beta phase right now. So we expect them to be released in the near future. First up, we have Loyalty Match. Loyalty Match is a software that allows producers to create loyalty programs. So you can assign points based on purchase history, and then they can log into Loyalty Match and redeem those points for anything from wine, cider, mead, merchandise, t-shirts, experiences, all kinds of things. If there's a shipping element, those purchases will flow back over to Vinoshipper, and you'll be able to ship any products out legally and compliantly. Loyalty Match is in beta right now, and we are very excited to bring that on board. We brought that on based on customers asking for it, and so I do want to always encourage everyone that if you have a feature that we don't have in Vinoshipper currently, if we're not planning on building it, we can find a partner for it. Next up online, we have Klaviyo. Klaviyo is another email service provider that will let you market and SMS your customers. That integration also comes from customers asking for it. We will keep the MailChimp integration, but now customers have a choice. They can choose between Klaviyo or MailChimp. They're both really powerful ways to connect and communicate with your audience. Another software that is in development is SIPmetrics. SIPmetrics is a reporting and analytics software that has been developed specifically for Vinoshipper and Vinoshipper producers. SIP metrics will give you analytics, bigger reporting. There's an AI aspect to it, so it gives you a lot of insights into your sales. It can pinpoint what's driving your sales. It can also identify if there's a channel that seems to be like losing sales. There's an AI piece that will give you recommendations. It's a really powerful software, and it's in beta right now. We're really excited to release this to our customers. Another software that we are excited to partner with this year is Shogo. Shogo is a connection between an e-commerce platform and a accounting software. So the first thing that we're doing is connecting QuickBooks with Vinoshipper accounts. We also will be able to do NetSuite and various other accounting softwares, but our first integration will be for QuickBooks. We're really excited to be able to launch a connection between Vinoshipper and QuickBooks. We know that that'll make accounting and bookkeeping and reconciliation a lot easier for everybody. So in addition to all of these marketing and operations partnerships, we also do partner with several e-commerce platforms. So in these instances, producers are choosing to use an external e-commerce platform and push their orders into Vinoshipper for compliance and for shipping obligations. One of the big ones that we work with is Shopify, and there's several ways that we work with Shopify. We do have our own Vinoshipper app, so you can connect your Vinoshipper store directly to your Shopify store, and information about customers and purchases will flow both directions. We also work with WineHub, we work with Atomic, we work with Crush Suite, and any of those can connect your store and have different features depending on what your business is, how your business works, and what's the best solution for you and your Shopify ecosystem. We also work with Commerce7 and Orderport. So those are two leading industry softwares for e-commerce, club, reservations, etc. Should our producers choose to work with Commerce7 or Orderport, they can still push their orders into Vinoshipper for compliance and for shipping obligations, whether it's to an external fulfillment house, as Paul talked about, or it's to self-fulfill with our UPS accounts. Bottom line, this year we are doubling our partner integrations. We are working towards building a complete stack, starting with thinking about how do businesses engage and retain customers, and how can we support them from the Vinoshipper platform. We want to position ourselves as a thoughtful integration hub, bringing on partners that we have good relationships with and whose software we have vetted and have found to be a good solution for the producers that are on the Vinoshipper platform. We're also happy to partner with e-commerce softwares that want to allow their customers to get into the Vinoshipper ecosystem by using our compliance and our shipping and our taxation. We are really excited for 2026. And if you have an integration you want us to explore, or you are an integration partner currently, we are always available to dig deeper and see how we can help our customers even more. Thanks very much, everybody. Cheers.
You've now just heard a great deal from our team, which is very exciting. We've had a very exciting year. Vinoshipper is not known to pre-promote a lot of things. So the strict process we took here in talking to you all today was like anything we discussed was on the cusp of actually being released. And so over the next 1 to 2 months, you will see many of these things coming to fruition. So I do want to talk a little bit more about what's coming and a couple other topics with you all. As you know, we constantly reinvest back in the existing feature set. Again, the ideas that come from our clients from around the country, fantastic. And we look at them sometimes and go like, gosh, yep, that would be perfect to be able to, help all of our clients. And so we continue to do that. A couple of big projects, the compliance management services that we rolled out about 1.5 years ago. So this is not only us doing the compliance from an electronic standpoint. This is our own department now that can take all that data. They can do the monthly filings for you. They can do the renewals, etc., and keep an eye on all of your licenses and make sure that they're all done on time. That service will, continue to expand for us as we go through. We're in the industry, and it's like, why did we do that? And basically, we're in the industry. We're not seeing anybody else really investing in that space and developing out the incumbent products. And there's a lot of movement in that space. And so we think as a business process, that's really key to our clients. The inventory management piece, this has been in sort of high demand as to, people have obviously inventory in warehouses, tasting rooms, multiple tasting rooms these days. And so we're building out that. You're starting to see a few phases in that right now, which is just the tracking when you move inventory from one location to another. The other piece tied to the inventory, and it's part of our POS as well, is we actually have UPC scanning for obviously faster checkout. But if you want to use that for month end or quarter end inventory taking and you're using UPCs, you can actually scan the UPC, do the count, update your inventory, and get a much more accurate inventory count and really, really quick. So the inventory side is going to be big in terms of that side. Wholesale trade aspects, many more states are sneaking in, which is a good thing, which is self-distribution for the smaller producers. And so we are going to be building out much more support for that wholesale trade self-distribution aspect. So that's coming in more ways. Obviously, you heard from Matt on the POS, and Jen as well. There's a lot more investment. We're getting some fantastic feedback on the POS side. Probably is one of the better alcohol beverage POS systems out there. The mobile version for iPhone is phenomenal. Take it anywhere, take orders, sign up club members. And what I like as well, because from the compliance perspective, you can scan a person's ID and it'll verify, but capture that data into the system, so you're not having to type in their name and address, etc. So you can get that quickly. Terra Jane talked about some of the exciting integrations that we're doing. So yes, reservations will expand, loyalty programs. The financial aspect, many people we know have asked us for the QuickBooks integration. So we'll be excited to roll that out for everybody as well. One last sort of area that I want to just talk about with our industry clients and friends is really what's going on in the industry to a certain degree. Vinoshipper pumps an awful lot of money actually back into the regulatory fight to ensure that that you still have the rights to ship and distribute around. The wholesalers are continually trying to constrain those areas. And so, part of it is like, hey, we do our thing. But part of it is asking our client base. It's like, hey, you should belong to an association, or you should hold your association accountable, because they should be looking out for what's going on around the country. Things like the current recycling bills that are being implemented around the country, in certain circumstances, are quite damaging towards the direct consumer sales. So you should be a part of that story. We're massive advocates as Vinoshipper for the Craft Wine Association, for the grassroots work that they do. And, through them publish the National Direct Shippers Bill of Rights. If you haven't signed up for that, you should. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up as a supporter for it. But it's a fantastic outline, modern outline for how direct sales, both direct to consumer and self-distribution, can and do function. And the funny thing about most of the points, they all happen in some state somewhere in this country already. And so it's not necessarily all new, but it brings it all together. So hopefully, keep an eye on that. I do write a blog of some of our dealings around the country as well. So if you want to take the moment and actually see what's happening in some of the states, you can always follow the blog and see what's going on. And at that point, I just want to give one last thank you to, not only the whole of the Vinoshipper team who do support you out there, but also to all of our clients. And again, we've been here 19 years now. And we've got clients from 19 years ago. I mean, from the day we started, and those clients have signed up. So a lot of longevity. We appreciate everybody sticking with us through these times. And I think 2026 is going to be a banner year in terms of what you're going to see coming out that will. It's not just about the e-commerce transaction. It's about the back office. It's about helping you make your the easing of how you run your business. So, with that, I want to thank you, and I think Melissa, we're going to go to Q&A. Is that right?
Yes. So we have a few questions that we'd like to answer live. Let me see quickly. There's been a couple questions about being able to split checks between customers in the point of sale, and if that's something that we are going to be rolling out.
I mean, that's a great question, and the lovely thing about it is, again, we do. We used to, in the early days, we used to have the rule of three. So if one person asked for it, it was like, oh, that's an interesting question. If the second person asked it, it went on a list, and then if the third person asked, it became onto our backlog of products. And I can tell you that this question has been asked more than 3 times now, and so I can tell you it is. I can't tell you the when, but it is on the roadmap for something that we're very much looking at because it's basically the modern world in which we live. So it's a thing that we will be focused on.
Yes. Let me see what else we've got here. Will the QuickBooks integration post point of sale and online sales transactions automatically? Terra Jane, I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It'll pull in all your daily sales and push it over into QuickBooks for a simpler way to reconcile. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have our first client actively using that integration. If you are interested in being part of the pilot program, just send us an email and I can connect you with the company that's managing that integration.
Yeah. The same person asked a question about the point of sale app. They said, I'm unable to see past sales and or status. Is that coming? We did just release that this week. So you should be
Yesterday, in fact, it went live.
Yeah, yesterday. So you should be able to see that now. If not, maybe just update your app. But it should have pushed over live. Do we have any? Yeah, that's very exciting and very useful. Plans to integrate with Drip. I'm unfamiliar with Drip.
I've looked at Drip. We don't right now, but if we do have people asking for it, we can definitely explore it.
Does Klaviyo integrate well? The Klaviyo integration is not yet live, but it is coming. So
it is coming, and I'll say I've used MailChimp and Klaviyo quite a bit, and I like both of them very much. They both work great. And I do expect the Klaviyo integration to work fantastically with Vinoshipper. Yeah, we'll shoot over all major customer data, shipping data, and purchased order history, as well as all products. So it'll work great.
Will there ever be a time we can see if customers read the emails sent from Vinoshipper in regards to releases?
That's a good question. We've been asked that. Right now, no. That's something that could, I mean, as our lead developer and CTO always says, anything is possible. So we do have a request in about that. I don't know when that would be on the roadmap, but there has been a feature request for it.
Yeah, we're definitely doing more work in 2026 around our email communications portion.
Yeah, I would expect more customization to be probably on the list for next year, which is something that a lot of people have asked for, is more flexibility and customization around the emails that they send.
Yeah, this probably ties into that same question. Any plans to enhance abandoned cart features? Love to be able to email customers their cart that they left open.
Oh,
So,
that's live and active, and you can do that with, but you would do it with through MailChimp. So we do send that information to MailChimp. And then in MailChimp, you can set up an automation. There is in our YouTube channel, there's a crush course that is with Nat Gunter. And it's a really great course that I would encourage everyone to watch because his information is so good, but he walks through exactly how to set that up. And that's in our Vinoshipper YouTube channel. That's the crush course on MailChimp with Nat.
Yep.
This one is, what about a dedicated mailing list sign up page for outside events? So I guess maybe just, entering a customer, maybe like on a,
Yeah, I think the easiest way to do that, frankly, would be in MailChimp or in Klaviyo because you are signing them up for marketing purposes. And so I would do that in MailChimp, Klaviyo, or Redchirp, where you're going to be sending that marketing information from. That's where I would do that from. But you can build a landing page, like if you have Squarespace or WordPress, you could build a landing page really easily and have that open on an iPad, and then people can just sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up.
we want to ship wine to Michigan, but currently do not have a distributor. Is there a workaround there?
Is that for a direct to consumer, I'm assuming? There is, if it's for trade sales, there is no workaround in certain states. For 3-tier, and Michigan is one of those right now.
Yeah.
There's no self-distribution possibilities at this time.
Yeah. Do we, I think Taylor's typing an answer on that one. Let's see. Done. Any plans to integrate possibly in the future with FreshBooks?
I think Shogo, which is the company that we're partnering with to communicate between Vinoshipper and QuickBooks. They also work with NetSuite. I think they may work with FreshBooks, but they work with a bunch of different ERP softwares and act as like the conduit between Vinoshipper and whatever ERP that a company is using. I'll look into the FreshBooks, but I believe that that's on their list. It's shogo.io if you want to look at their website.
Um, any potential for an Android mobile POS app?
So great question. We've studied this a lot. There is nothing on the horizon right now. And from the technical perspective, as opposed to the like, I don't like Apple, so I'm not going to use an Apple product type thing. Is the total cost of ownership of the Apple-based products is so significantly lower because basically Apple keep the legacy systems going a lot longer, and so you don't have to upgrade your hardware as frequently. So when we look at the total cost of ownership right now, the Apple-based product direction is the one. So at the moment, no, but we do have it. Once again, we capture all the requests, and so we do have that captured as an item for us to look at. But there is nothing on the horizon right now. Again, looking at it, if we look at business systems and what helps our clients the most, the Android product is a more costly long-term venture for people.
We have a few questions again about emails. So that is something in 2026 that we are, going to expand on. They want to know about visibility to bounced emails, if an email is undeliverable, etc. So I believe
Yeah,
that is something we're working on expanding. Yes.
correct.
And let's see here. We've got quite a few. Let me go through. Club email once release is sent. The current email is sent as a do not reply email address and people still send emails back. The current email is sent as a do not reply email address.
Yeah, people reply to the do not reply, even though it says do not reply. Yeah. Yes, this is something that we have talked about. The It's a bigger development project than just being able to have a reply email, because it means that for every producer, we have to be able to control their DNS settings. And so we have to be able to allow our software to send an email from their email address, similar to how MailChimp and Klaviyo works. So we are aware that it is frustrating for producers, and we are working on what the smoothest path to solving that is, whether it is building our software to do that, or it's potentially building a deeper integration with MailChimp or Klaviyo, whereby your customers can have that live login link that they like, where you just click the button and it logs them directly into their account. Being able to drop that into Klaviyo or MailChimp is another possibility. So we know that it's a issue for people, and we are working on a solution for it. I'm not sure what it'll be yet.
Okay, great. Any plans for analytics specific to club members, specifically analytics about retention rates? And I'm sure,
Yeah, that's in that software SIP metrics that I was just talking about. SIP metrics is a full analytics software that dives deep into your data. And so, yeah, all of your club information, retention rates is all in there. And it also has some AI components to it, where it can give suggestions or, find holes that maybe you're not seeing in your business. It's a really neat software. That's in beta right now. If you're interested in being part of the pilot of that one, you can send an email to customer service at vinoshipper.com. I'll put you in touch with the company.
Yeah. We've got quite a few people asking if we have a list, which I don't believe we do, of states that allow self-distribution, but
Actually, we do internally, and so we're working on that right now because it's changing a lot, but we will get more details. What's interesting is, yes, there's Washington, Oregon, California. If you have, California, if you're in California, Washington, Oregon, if you have a direct shippers permit for the consumer, you can get an add-on to be able to do self-distribution. And there's Nebraska and New Hampshire and numerous other states. So that's a great question. We haven't published it. It's harder to find these days. And so we will get that, and we can get that published as well.
We have a question about when can we add multiple discounts to an order, such as $2 off happy hour wine by the glass and 10% off happy hour wine by the bottle in the same order. I believe you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You have to you've got your default one, and then you make the subsequent one stackable. So it allows you to add basically, if you meet that criteria of the second one, it will add that on to the first discount as well.
Another question about a list of which states permit trade sales through Vinoshipper. I think, do we have
Yeah,
that?
again, the trade aspect of it is being built out, and we'll have a lot more communications around that as we come up. We do have clients using aspects of it for some trade sales right now, but we want to really build that out on the invoicing side before we push too much information out. But we'll get the list of where and what needs to happen to be able to do those self-distribution, because it's very important to the industry.
This one, I'm not sure we've got before, and this could be a nice feature request. Is there any potential for club orders to be organized and batch printed based on customized and not customized? It is a lot of manual labor to physically sort hundreds of orders after printing. Well, first of all, congratulations on your hundreds of orders. That's wonderful.
Yes, that actually is that's on the list for development in the very near future, and that has been a feature request for quite some time. And that is on the list. There's a couple of new filters that are being added that have been added recently, and customized versus non-customized is on that. It is on the coming list. So that'll be
It is. We have had it asked a number of times. It's a great ask, and we recognize it has been very beneficial. So it's on I'm going to say the shorter term list of things to get done now.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, we want the list. We want the list. Um, with the Block 55 integration, can we block out dates when we have a special event to prevent appointments on days when scheduling? Yes, you can
Yes.
block out dates.
Yes.
And
And I would
block
encourage
out
everybody.
partial times too. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
the whole day. You can do just a time. Yeah.
Correct. I also would encourage anybody to do the demo with Block 55 and communicate directly with AJ. He's very responsive. He's a great human, and he also is developing that software a lot. So one of the great things about working with a growing software is that you really do have an impact of your opinions, your asks really get listened to. And AJ's doing a lot of development on Block 55 right now.
Yeah. Are we going to be able to have the order pickup options on, but only for select groups? That just went away from me. Where'd that go? Sorry, I was trying to answer or read it and it disappeared on me. Here, 1 second. Sorry about that.
So we are looking right now at enhanced club options regarding obviously ship only. We actually haven't been asked the question as to whether we can do a pickup for a dedicated club or group of people. Um, but essentially, you could do that almost by creating a private club and putting members into that and using those people or that club to do that. So technically, it's available today if that's the question.
Yeah, so not specific group customers. Taylor asked her for some more information. Da, 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 da. Any ability to make discounts by the day? There are. So if you go to your discount and you go to the bottom of advanced features, you can pick a time window. You could do 1 day, you could do a week. I've been exploring the discounts a lot lately, and if you go down to those advanced features, it's incredible how much you can customize your discount. You can do, specific states, specific times. So I really suggest playing around with that because you will find that you can offer people some very interesting things.
There is a test feature within each of the discounts too. So if you set up a discount, you can click the test button and then you can actually see whether it's giving you the result that you were looking for. And so that's quite helpful as well.
Oh, she's saying though, specific day, just like a Sunday. I'm actually not sure if you
Yeah,
can do.
yeah, there's a criteria where you can set the begin and end date for a discount. So you can say, hey, I want it to start on Sunday and finish on Sunday, and it
But on
will.
a repetitive nature, like every Sunday.
Oh, every Sunday. No. But that
Yeah,
is a great
An
question.
an interesting one. I like that.
like
A
that.
concept of a recurring discount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they do $3 off a glass of wine on Sundays that repeats every Sunday. I think that's a fabulous idea, and we'll be.
Me too. And actually, we did have somebody I talked to, I don't remember how long ago, but that asked for that did happy hour discounts and wanted a discount like based on the hour. So it was like every, Monday to Friday from 2 to 5 or whatever. And yeah, it's a great idea.
I was just say, the more I'm writing it down right now, the more I think about it, the it's a great idea.
Yeah.
We will talk to the team about it.
Yeah, I love that idea. Um, when updating email templates for wine club emails, is there a global change option that can be made across all templates versus making individual change on, each template? Um,
Yeah, not right now. But that is something that also we have talked about because we have now so when we started we didn't have the number of templates that we have now, and now we have a lot of templates. So yeah, that is something that is on our list for sure.
um, Somebody said, any plans on the horizon to allow us to customize how things are displayed for online shopping? I think that would mainly be based on your website
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
mean, Go ahead,
I
Stephen.
I was gonna say there's several answers. Obviously, we have our standard listing of the shopping cart. There's the next stage up is your ability to sort of modify the colors, etc. And then we actually do publish sort of the API to those products and shopping cart. So you can, if you've got a web developer, you can customize up how you want all the data to present however you wish to do that from our cart. Or we do have a simple add to cart button. So if you've got, say, 3 products and you've got these 3 lovely pages that are set up, you can add just add to cart button on each of those pages. And so so you can design up your own pages, add that, and then it gives you the whole shopping cart experience still. So if you want to reach out to us directly for some guidance on that, we can certainly send you more details. But it is in the help section under integrations, I believe, and we've got the shopping cart there and the
Here,
details.
also, if you're using our catalogs for your shopping cart, you can just drag and drop the order of them in the catalog page. And then you can create other catalogs. If you don't want to use your main catalog on your shopping page, you can create custom catalogs and you can drag and drop the order of those to your heart's delight. So there's a lot of ways to customize the way that your website is.
That's a perfect segue to this next question. When adding products to a catalog, can you offer multi-select? Right now, it's only 1 by 1. So they want to be able to,
You
mark.
can select all and then unselect, I think would be the way I would do it. Because when you have a new catalog, there is an option to select all your products, and then if you don't want to select all of them, you could unselect.
And in the POS, you can drop down what catalog you would like to have as well. So there are some options there.
Yeah. They're saying multi-select should be a standard feature for any time there could be selecting more than one product.
Is this on the consumer side or the
No, I think when they're organizing their catalogs and their products right now, they're
Okay.
only able to select one product at a time. So they want to be able to go through and select multiple and then add them to that catalog, is the way I've interpreted it.
Okay.
When will clothing sizes be able to be selected under each item?
That's very soon.
That is really
I'll
close.
smile because we all said the same thing.
We're 100% in line with what you're asking. We've got a very exciting way that this is going to be presented out to our clients to be able to do the variances for size, color, etc. It's actually all working through our UI group right now as we have to put it into all of the different aspects of obviously the POS, the shopping cart, and from there. So it's coming very quickly here.
Is there a way to only allow pickup for wine club members for specific releases? We don't want any customer to have the ability to select pickup because we only do shipping for customers, but we will host a pickup club event on occasion.
Again, not right now, but we're looking as we're going through a number of these things, we're looking at how we manage or how our clients can manage the control over certain releases. So not today, but is it possible? Yes. And of course you can, you can in the emails, even for your standard shipping club, say, hey, we're going to have a pickup party. And then you can very easily change an order from a ship to a pickup within the app, whether on the POS or in the app itself.
Can you view a discount and see what all products that discount has been assigned to? Also, from a product itself, select all the discounts for the individual product. Can you view a discount and see what all the products are assigned to?
We do have reports on, or a report within a discount to show the orders that it has been applied to. Yes. If this is more granular than that, we'd have to look into that.
You can see if you're on a product page, you can scroll all the way to the bottom and there is like Oh, no, that's another tab now. Another tab that shows the product performance, and on the bottom of that, it shows any discounts that can apply to that product. And then in the discount, when you set up the discount, it's either all products or certain products. So it would only be the products that are related to that discount. You would see it on the discount page, I think. But I don't think that's an exact.
He's added some more. He said, when adding a new product, I want to add it to 10 plus discounts. It would be nice to be able to manage it from the product level. So on the actual product, putting what discounts are available.
Oh,
That's a nice note. It's not currently like that, but we can explore.
yeah. Huh. I'm trying to think how that would work.
I think it would be, I mean, you'd have to have a quick drop down. So we won't design it here for Michael, but
Yeah.
great question, Michael. We'll dig into it and come back to you.
Yeah. I want to mention as well in the webinar chat, not in the Q&A, we have some links that you can become a supporter of the direct shipping bill of rights. Also a link to Stephen's blog, which is very, very amusing and very informational. So highly suggest subscribing to that. We also have a link to do the MailChimp customer journey, so the abandoned cart journey, and also other. We have a great video on YouTube. I'd also like to just plug our YouTube channel in general. We have long, hour-long videos. We have short 5-minute videos for individual things, you know, maybe adding a new product or something like that. And we're constantly making new videos. You will see my face and probably get tired of looking at it. But yeah, it's really a great tool as well as our knowledge base. So if you go to the help drop down in your account and click on knowledge base, you can pretty much search any term and find an answer. And if you can't, please email us at customerservice@Vinoshipper, and we are always happy to answer your questions. Comment maybe. Let me just quickly look at this.
Oh, David Pemberton is here. Hey, David. The thoughts of having the ability for more than one pick or product on the item, I would, that has been asked for and expect will come at some point, yes.
But we loved doing this. I think it was wonderful. I think it was great to hear all of everyone's feedback and feature requests. And yeah, this was a very fun thing to do today. So we thank you all for joining us.
I was gonna say, yeah, we do appreciate everybody coming. If this is something you'd like to see us do more often, or again, you know, on an annual basis, just let us know. Again, we are client driven as a business, and so you know we very much appreciate everybody turning up today as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.